Okay, from first video, I discussed with you about socialization and some related facts of socialization. Okay, uh, unsocialized child and definitions, no, and some important things I discussed with you. Okay, today, now see this. Uh, Without socialization, we would not learn our culture, and without culture, we could not have a society. So, here a word is there that is very important, that is culture. Without socialization, we would not learn our culture. Now, that the child Jenny, what has happened to her, he was in a room for a long years, for a long time. So she doesn't know anything how to talk with others, how to eat, the proper behaviors, anything she doesn't know. So the reason is she hasn't socialized. So without socialization, how a person learns culture? So culture is very important, and there's a very close relationship with socialization and culture. Okay, so without culture we could not have a society. So today we are going to talk about culture. What is culture? Right. Now normally people think that the culture is related to some traditional things like Peraharas, some traditional dramas, like these things. Okay, so you should understand. I think in the physical session also I explained this. This is this is not the only thing in culture. Culture is everywhere. In every action ours there is culture. Okay, now cultures differ from person to person, family to family, and region to region, country to country. Cultures differ, province to province. Culture is different. Okay, so now if we go some, if we look some definitions, see, now according to Ralph, 1949, the culture of a society is the way of life of its members, how they live in the society, right? And the collection of ideas and habits which they learn, share, and transmit from generation to generation, right? This culture is going to generation by generation, but there may be some differences from generation to generation because everything are not same as usual. They are changing. And according to Clyde Kluckhoff, uh, culture is a design of for living held by members of a particular society. Designed for living. So how many things in our lifespan, in our life course, how many things are there? So we are designing all these things now, but how we eat, how we dress, how we walk, how we talk with others. Initially, how we say hello to others. From society to society, these are these things are different. So culture is designed for living. Just for an example, I told you that day also. Now the culture of eating is different family to family. Now in your family, in one of your families, some maybe eat together or they are eating together. Okay. Now, but for other family, for other family, they may eat time to time. They are not eating together. And for one of other families, we take they may eat sitting on the floor. Okay. Now there may be families they are eating sitting by dining table, right? So uh, what is called that? It's all these things, attitudes, beliefs, behaviors are different. So that is the culture there. So culture is designed for living held by members of a particular society. And according to Ku and Wade, the collective mutually shaping patterns of norms, values, productions, beliefs, and assumptions that guide the behavior of individuals and groups. For individuals, for groups, this is a uh, collective patterns of norms, okay, collective patterns of values and their productions and their beliefs and their assumptions. All these things what they are doing, they guide our behavior. So from the behavior we can identify what is their culture. Now if we were with you for a 2 to 3 days, now I can identify some features of your culture. Okay, so the way how a person live, that is a lot of things are included in that behavior related to their culture. According to UNESCO 2008, the set of distinctive, that is distinct, the set of distinctive spiritual, maybe material or intellectual and emotional features of society or social group that encompasses not only art and literature. I told you once that is not related to only art or literature, but lifestyles, way of living together, value systems, traditions, and beliefs. All these things are related to culture. Right, culture is intangible. We can touch them, intangible. And one of features is this culture is passed down from generation to generation. Okay, they are passing down from generation to generation, and culture is all together beliefs, values, ideas, the schools, customs, ethics, religion, ethnic groups, etc. So many things are there. In all these things, there's culture. All these things are included. Now, what is behavior? The collective mutually shaping patterns of norms, values, productions, beliefs, and assumptions that guide the behavior of individuals and groups. Now, how this behavior is guided by norms, by values, okay, by productions, by beliefs of their, by assumptions. Or from all these things, the behavior is guided. So from that behavior, we can identify sometimes their culture. Human behavior is based on guidelines that are learned. People are learning. Okay, so the learned guidelines, that is the behavior. In order to operate effectively, these guidelines must be shared by its members. Otherwise, how they will learn these guidelines? Without learning these guidelines, how they will behave in the society? They may behave in, in the wrong way then. Okay, thus we are presented with two essential qualities of culture. It is learned and it is shared. The behavior is a learned thing, and it should be shared. Otherwise the members of this society, the social groups, they won't know how to behave according to their society. Okay, so from this video we talked about some small concepts, that is culture and behavior. Please go through further definitions and further readings, what is behavior and what is culture, and send to the group your own definition of behavior and of culture. Thank you.